What's good, everybody? It is your boy Barnamiji, and today I'm covering a topic that I get a lot on my stream. People always come in asking, how do you make money in Escape from Tarkov Arena? That's what we're going to cover today. We're going to give you all the answers. As always, if you enjoy, please make sure to like the video and subscribe as well, so I know to make more videos like this, and you'll see all of our other arena content. Okay, let's just get to the short and the sweet of it. If you want to just know the answer to how do I make money in Escape from Tarkov Arena, it's very short, it's very sweet. The answer is shootout. There you go. If you want, you can leave the video. You have all the answers. The answer is shootout. I will now dive into explaining a little bit about why that's the case. Please keep in mind, I am talking about the 0.1.4.2 beta version here behind me. Let me see if I can get out of the way. That version right there, that is what I'm talking about. So all of this is liable to change. This game is very new. It came out about a month ago as of the time of this video. They could totally change how this works. I'm just trying to explain how it works right now. Maybe this applies to the future, maybe it doesn't. If it changes a lot, I'll probably make a new video or at least talk about it. So bearing that in mind, when you click Arena Battle, currently you can only click on Ranked. There are two modes. There is the shootout mode and there is the team fight mode. Team fight, in my opinion, is the more fun game mode, only really because it is a 5v5, and that's great and all. I love 5v5, that's awesome. But you just don't have to spectate. There's two teams, best of 5 rounds, first 5 victories in rounds. So however many that takes, it can take 9. But I just like that there's no downtime. Sure, if you die, you spectate, but you're still kind of making call outs to your team and stuff like that and getting to watch. Shootout has more than 2 teams in it. In the 2v2 mode, there are 5 teams. In the 3v3 mode, there are 4 teams. What this means is when your team is not competing, you're spectating and having to watch. It's just a little bit of a drag because I just want to keep fighting. It can be fun to spectate, to be honest with you. But that's why I prefer the team fight game mode in general. It's really not that big of a deal. But because of that, I specifically was a team fight player for the longest time. I ran out of money completely and had 20,000 rubles and was left in this boat of, what do I do? How do I make money? I am so screwed. I can't buy any of the kits, any of the presets that I actually want to use that cost 190, 265, 267. I can't use any of these good kits. At the time, I was stuck using Salty, which is over here now. And by the way, as I'm making this video, all of the ranked presets are now free. All of these are free, but it depends on your ranking. So you don't get the good access to any of these unless you're elite, you know, professional, veteran, gladiator, whatever. It's hard to get there. The ARP is a whole nother story. ARP is a totally different thing. But all to circle back to, I found myself in this position. I wasn't a shootout player. Then somebody told me, hey, shootout is the way to make money. And I said, okay, sure, I'll check it out. And guess what it is? It is. The reason being is because in 2v2 is, in my opinion, the easiest mode to make money. 3v3 is right there next to it, but 2v2 is actually easier. And the reason being is because it's all dependent on the number of teams. 2v2 is 5 teams, 3v3 is 4 teams, team fight is 2 teams. If you are the losing team, you will not make money. In team fight, that just means one of 2 teams that loses. Only one team wins, only one team loses. In the 3v3 and 2v2, there are multiple teams that win and only one team that loses. So in the 2v2 mode, there are 5 total teams. Just do not be the very last team. Do not be in last place, and you will essentially make money. Now, the money that you make is dependent on the kills you're getting and where you do place, sure, but you still are making money unless you buy an extremely expensive kit and get second to last place. You might lose a little bit of money due to the kit cost, but in general, you're going to make money, especially if you can slot into that first, second, or third slot. You are going to churn out some dough, and you don't even have to be in first place. You're going to make good money. I have multiple instances of on stream where I have won a shootout tournament. The most I've ever made is nearly 700,000 rubles from one shootout tournament victory. I've made almost 600 before. I've made almost 400 multiple times in a shootout victory. Generally, if I get first or second, I can shoot upwards of 150 to 200,000 off of that. Sometimes even in third place. Sometimes even higher from third place. It is ridiculous the amount of money that you make in a shootout. Team fight, even if I use a high kit and I get a crap ton of kills, if I go off, drop a bomb, and we win, I'll usually only make 150, 175 max. Like, I don't think I've ever even made 200 in a team fight. So that's what I'm saying here. Like, there is a lot of propensity to make money in the shootout. There's also less people that you're fighting against, and it's easier for your teammates to carry you. So if you have a bad kit and you're struggling with it, and if you go in 2v2 mode, you just need your teammate to kill 2 people. That's very doable. That is very doable. And if you can win 1 game out of the 4 that you're going to play in 2v2, you have a good shot to not get last place. You'd like to get 2, or at least 1 in a draw. But if you can win 1, you've got a good shot to not get last place out of 4. 1 out of 4. That's very doable for 1 player on a 2v2 team to go out there and get 2 kills. Extremely doable. I've had my teammate lag out, be solo, and go in there and get 2 kills. It's very doable. So the propensity to make money, you can control your destiny a little bit better. Team fight, if you're a solo player going and playing team fight and making money, then either you are a god tier player that carries the entire team. Maybe that's you. That's probably not a lot of us, but that's probably some people out there. I believe it. I believe it. You guys are nuts and you guys carry your team. Maybe you're an extremely lucky person and you end up on a team with someone like that often, and somebody in your team carries, or maybe 1 or 2 people in your team carry. That's great for you. But the vast majority of solo players out there end up on a team that does not play well, and then they lose, or maybe there's some TKs or toxicity, and then you've lost your money. So if you're playing in a 5-man, that's great and all. I guess I should have prefaced as well that these tips are also for the solo player or a duo or a trio. If you have a 5-man, then sure, go team fight. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money because you have a 5-man. You can communicate after people die. Somebody dies and you are able to tell your teammates, hey, I was over here. Hey, he's over there. When you die as a solo player, the game mechanics do not allow you to use the radio to tell your team where people are at, what happened. You are at a disadvantage by default. And then it's just to roll the dice on your teammates. So there's a lot less roll the dice in the shootout. Again, I'm a team fight player. I prefer the team fight because I don't have to spectate. I can get in there and run. It just feels like more gameplay to me. But when it's money making time, if I'm seeing this thing start tick down, or also ARP, I think ARP is a little easier in shootout too. This is the game mode I'm going to target. The 2v2 is really the target. I will do the 3v3 because I sometimes just have 3 on, but that's pretty much the only instance I'll do the 3v3 because there's 4 teams instead of 5. It's just a little bit harder even to make money, but it's still a great time. I love it. It's a lot of fun. And also you play 2 games. You play 2 games against every team, and then it's a best of 3 in the finals, where the 2v2 you just play 1 game. So it's a little bit easier to win because of that. You end up getting a lot of draws in the 3v3, and that can make it a little bit harder to make sure you're in a good place in the standings. So anyway, that is the answer. A lot of people come into my chat and they ask me, and they have this issue. At least as of now, they have this money in Escape from Tarkov. I've been able to have a lot of success making money in the shootout. I'll be interested to see if it changes when they connect Arena and Tarkov, because as it stands, if you're a shootout player and you're having some success, you can make way more money in here quickly than you can in the base game of Tarkov. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but as it stands, a lot of you guys are going to run out of money and be in this boat. At least now you've got a few more free kit options than they used to. It used to just be Salty and Goodman. Those were the rough days. I was a Salty player for a while until I figured this out, and I was a sad man, but now I've got over 10 million, as you can see. So you can be here too. I was at 20,000 rubles. I'm over 10 million now. Obviously now I'm not prioritizing the money near as much. I've got a lot of a buffer, but whenever it starts going down, you know where I'm headed. I really hope this helps you. If it did, drop the video a like, send it to your friends, help everybody out. Subscribe for more content. We post a lot of Arena content. We'll be playing Tarkov at Arena all the time. Join our Discord. We got a lot of Arena gamers up in there. If you need people to play with, that's the place to be. I'm up in there. I play with viewers all the time. Would love to see your faces. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Good luck. Go catch some names out there in Arena. Have a good one.